Nalin Kohli, BJP national spokesperson, is also joining us. Mr. Kohli, appreciate you joining us. How would the Waqf Amendment Bill, according to you, affect the life, of a common Muslim in India? That's exactly what we were discussing as well. Mr. Kohli?
Essentially, the Waqf Bill recognizes that what is the land of the Muslims and that can be used for pious reasons, that is going to be protected under the law. What it will do also is bring additionally the use of technology, because all lands will get registered and will be known. So there would be clarity which are the Waqf lands. More importantly, it brings the participation of Muslim women formally into the Waqf boards and the process. And lastly, the misuse of some provisions of the 2013 bill, whereas the land of other religions or people who are non-Muslims, that cannot be targeted. We have seen cases like a temple land getting claimed as a Waqf land. We have seen cases in Karnataka where quite a large number of square kilometers was claimed as Waqf land, and farmers and others got agitated. We are seeing that happening in Kerala with lands belonging to Christian families, with lands belonging to Hindu families. Now, after all, these people all have their own rights from other religions. It cannot mean that in the name of Waqf, it can become a process by which the lands that are not of the Waqf will be taken over by those unscrupulous elements. So I think the Waqf bill protects the interests of the Muslims. It does not change their interests or causes any risk to their mosques or other things. But it also protects the lands of others which cannot be incorrectly claimed by some unscrupulous members in, say, Waqf boards.
Mr. Kohli, from what we have heard from today's debate, the primary contention points for the opposition are inclusion of non-Muslims and the practicing Islam rule. How would you respond to that?
Well, the political parties are trying to build a political narrative against the BJP and its allies for bringing this bill. But they have no answers with regard to misuse and abuse of the Waqf provisions of the 2013 bill. Why is it that the Karnataka government in the first place found itself so helpless when the Waqf tried to claim, and that's the Congress government in Karnataka, the land of the farmers? When the BJP protested it, when the farmers started coming out on the street, then suddenly the government there immediately went into overdrive, the Congress government, to say, no, this is not correct, don't put effect to these notices. Same is the case of Kerala. So the other communities are pointing out the misuse. So in effect, what the Congress party and other political parties who are opposed to the BJP are trying to create a false narrative without addressing the concerns that exist in the Waqf law as it was from the 2013 amendments.
Mr. Kohli, what were some of these draconian clauses that the UPA brought in 2013 or that existed in the Waqf bill which have been done away with?
So there are two specific things that come to mind, three rather. One is the fact that there's no use of technology, there's no records, there's no factor of the Limitation Act. I mean, after all, there has to be a line under which you can claim this is the Waqf properties. You can't say lands you have not claimed for, say, 70 years, suddenly you will stand up and say this is a land belonging to the Waqf without any basis. Women from the Muslim community are excluded. Why are they excluded? Are they not part of the community? Should they not have a say? Number three, the land could be donated by any person. This is what was the point that was raised in the 2013. Who's any person? So it raises a valid question. Can a Hindu donate his land for a Muslim pious reason? Or then the next question comes, or a Christian or any other person from another community? After all, the Waqf land was meant for Muslims donating their land for for pious reasons to the larger benefit of their community. So any person becomes a practicing Muslim in that effect, someone who is a practicing Muslim for at least 5 years. Then this section 40, which existed in the old act or the 2013 act, essentially says that they can claim without any process the land of anyone in the court's jurisdiction will be ousted. How is that possible? So these were some of the major contradictions and problems with the old act.
Mr. Kohli, do you expect the process of registration and regulation then leading to people who have possibly committed corruption to come out in the open? And can you explain how that might manifest?
100% that would happen. Because after all, if there's no record, or if anyone is suddenly trying to usurp another community or another person's land in the name of the Waqf board, that will stand exposed. And the new bill will make that completely transparent, because using technology, these will all be, the records will be updated. Once the records are updated, a finite period is given for the updation of records. Nobody can turn up and say after 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, no, this land also belonged to us without any basis.
Mr. Kohli, the AIMPLB says that this violates the fundamental right to religious freedom. How would you respond to this?
No, the All India Muslim Personal Law Board is a private society. I mean, after all, it is registered under the Societies Act. They make very tall claims saying they are representing the entire Muslim community. So let me pick two examples. Let me take one specific example, which is the Shaira Bainu case of triple talaq. They opposed it, but that was by a Muslim lady, not by the BJP. So ultimately, the Supreme Court held it. So the All India Muslim Personal Law Board tends to project itself as if it speaks for all Muslims. But there are several Muslims who have come out in favor of the amendments of the Waqf Bill. That's point number one. Point number two, where in the Constitution it is written that the rights of the Muslim community or any minority would mean that others will have no rights. It can't be that. Can there be any logic to claiming temple lands by the Waqf? Can there be any logic to claiming the lands of the parliament? I mean, anybody just says, this is my land. Can there be no due process of law? What is of the Muslim community? Their mosques, their qabristans, Muslims who own their lands and give it to the Waqf, that all will be protected. And that's exactly what the Waqf is for. But it can't be a tool for harassing somebody else. And it certainly can't be a tool that it denies the constitutional rights of another citizen.
Mr. Kohli, with triple talaq, Article 370 and now the Waqf Amendment Bill, do you think that the BJP government has brought about inclusion and equality that has helped the Muslim community in India?
So let's start with Article 370. A separate identity objective led to separatism, led to terrorism, led to shattering of peace, led to a whole community moving out there, and the economy had gone to for a 6. Today, you've had elections in Jammu Kashmir without a bullet being fired. An elected government, it is not the BJP, it's Mr. Omar Abdullah's government. That government the people have chosen with a 65% voting. It speaks for itself. And Article 370 was preventing the people of Jammu and Kashmir from getting the benefits and fruits of faster development, the fruits of a better economic system, and being able to come out with their own vote in how they wanted to do it. That's point number one. Number two, the Waqf Bill. The Waqf Bill is only to ensure that others are protected, and the reasons for which the Waqf properties should be used as per due process, it should be done. It removes the draconian and rather the not correctly thought out provisions of the 2013 Act.
Mr. Nalin Kohli, appreciate you joining us.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.